Peace. I'm going to start a series of videos detailing the thoughts of a retired gang member. A retired gang member in the true sense. A retired gang member who has stepped completely away from the gang culture. It's from the perspective of someone who has participated 1,000% inside of gang culture. Now, this won't be a series going over not scenarios. It won't be perspectives of actual gang activities. Because what we do not do is come online and speak about gang activities, situations that has taken place in the streets. We do not speak about that. We still can go over thoughts of a retired gang member, showing you how to break away from the gang culture, the steps that I took breaking away from the gang culture, how hard it was to break away from the gang culture. And I'm giving you the perspective from gang members that are still within the culture, still active. And I have conversations with these individuals about how and why that I broke away from the gang culture. So first and foremost, the gang culture is the same situation, the same addictive pull like a crack addict. No, I've never done cocaine. I've never done no crack. I'm using that as an analogy to understand the pull, the addiction that you have to gang culture. And I'm using this from anecdotal experience because this was me, right? All the tattoos, all the gang attire, 1,000% from the gang culture. The pull to be a part of the gang culture can never be understated, undermined, or downplayed. I, for one, enjoyed the rush of the gang culture. The adrenaline that's pumping, the excitement, and you actually become addicted to the dopamine hit of the unpredictable scenarios, the run-ins with the police, the violent activities, right? You become addicted to that dopamine hit, and it's like a crack hit. That's why I'm saying the gang culture is the same as a drug addict. You fall in love with the actual high of being a gang member. Really only the highlights. The highlights is the age-old statements of women, money, violence. You become addicted to that, and it becomes a lifestyle, it becomes a habit. You wake up in the morning, you go to the hood, you hit the homies up, and you post up. Now, to the civilian on the outside looking in, that's probably boring and some of the dumbest shit ever, because you're hanging out in a known gang spot to where you're waiting to get plucked off by quote unquote your enemies or the police is gonna pull up. So the police, the enemies, the homies, the girls, everybody knows that you're gonna be in this spot. There's no question, because this is the hangout. This is where we go. This is where we post up at. And we do this religiously every single day. And you just do it like clockwork, as if you're going to work. I used to wake up at 6, 7 in the morning and hit the hood immediately to see who's hanging out or just to see what's popping. Pull up in the hood, you pull up to the liquor store, and the liquor store owner or the cashier, the guy or girl that's working in the store, they know exactly who you are. So you pull up and you break bread with them, right? You get you a blunt, you get you some zigzags, right? It's my age, zigzags, right? And you start your morning off by just posting up, smoking, right? And eventually, hour go by, another homie pull up, and now you post it up. Now it's 2 or 3 homies. And y'all really just having conversations about local gang activities, different broads, you know, females. It's just like winos sitting at a liquor store drinking Thunderbird, 8-ball, 211, first thing in the morning. So pulling up to the hood is like a job. You pull up, you post up, and you just talk shop, you fellowship. But it's from a real felonious aspect. Gun in tow, right? If you standing out there naked, meaning that you standing out in the hood without a burner on you, then you standing out there naked, you slipping. Now, for all of those who know and are doing this or have done this, you know 1,000% that I'm spot on. I'm on point with what I'm saying, because I don't even have to think about this shit, because I did it for many years religiously. So this is just a tip of the iceberg on what the series is going to be about. It's the thoughts of a retired gang member, and this is how you get away from the gang culture. This is what the series is going to be about. I'm not sure how long the series is going to be, but just know, I know exactly what I'm talking about, and I'm telling you exactly how I retired 1,000% from the gang culture. And I'm saying retired like it was a job, or like I got some type of 401k or some retirement. Absolutely not. This shit don't give you nothing to walk away from. You literally have to rebuild your life, reestablish yourself, and get in alignment with being a civilian and being a productive citizen, which is square as fuck, but it's the truth of the matter. So be on the lookout for the next video, thoughts of a retired gang member. Peace.